Okay, we are going to talk about bite inhibition, and essentially, one of Pippin's main goals coming here was that he did get really bitey, and I really actually like when I'm looking at selecting a puppy for a family with kids. I really like when I see puppies in the litter that use their teeth, and the reason I like it is because I would rather have a dog who learns really early on that their teeth have power and that they can injure people and that they can have an impact on people. Because by learning that, it's called bite inhibition. And bite inhibition is super important for them to learn during puppyhood. So imagine you're out and you see a dog that's been hit by cars, so you pull over and you stop to help. A dog in pain is really likely to use its teeth. Do you have an itch? Do you have an itch? A dog in pain is really likely to use its teeth. The difference between a puppy who bit a lot and the owners had to work really hard to keep him from biting, and they did a really good job teaching him how not to bite, is going to know that, that they can bite. They can say, ouch, that hurts, and they can use their teeth and put teeth on skin, but they're not going to put holes in someone. There's a really famous story about a golden retriever who was a therapy dog, and golden retrievers are kind of notorious for not being as mouthy of puppies as other breeds like Heelers, German Shepherds, and Malinois. And that golden retriever was a therapy dog. It was never really a bitey puppy, and one day getting out of a cab, the owner stepped on the dog's foot, and the resulting injury was, I think it was 24 stitches. So, similarly, we have the story of the Rottweiler who was stepped on with a stiletto heel. The heel actually went through the thigh muscle of the dog, and the dog, the big, strong Rottweiler, did bite. But because he had fantastic bite inhibition, which he learned in puppyhood from some of that naughty behavior, he did not break skin. There wasn't even bruising. So understanding that bitey puppies are not bad dogs, that they're learning developmentally normal things, is really important. So it's not gonna take much, but I'm gonna get him silly, and I'm gonna go through a couple exercises that I work on with biting. The first one is going to be getting him silly and then teaching him how to calm himself down. Because if he can't calm himself down, then the only opportunity he has is to continue to go up, up, up. Didn't think it was going to take much to get him silly. Good. And I really like that he's really not using his teeth very much, because when he first got here, he was really, really bitey on me. So I might have to work really hard to get him to use his teeth. So I'm not getting bit at all yet, but as he escalates, he may decide to use his teeth. Hello, who's such a good baby boy? Who's such a good baby boy? Now, if I wasn't trying to show the behavior, good boy. If I wasn't trying to show the behavior, yes. So I'm rewarding him because as soon as I calm down, look at that calm choice he made. So that's why I'm rewarding him right there, and I'm feeding him in the down position. So ordinarily, I would, whenever I'm playing with him, I would have a toy that I would keep in his mouth. That's just going to help. If he spits out the toy, it's not a big deal. So now I'm going to give him permission to be silly again. Okay. Yes, boy. I don't think wrestling with your dog should be off limits, but I do think that they should learn how to use their mouth gently first and then how to stop using it. He is at the phase where he's ready to stop using it, and you can see, leave it. Yes, good boy. It's just happening so naturally. He's a good boy. He's just a good boy. leave it. So I get him silly. Yes, and then I encourage him to settle down. I reinforce multiple times, and you can see I'm just using plain old puppy food right here. Just whatever he gets for breakfast, lunch, and dinner is totally fine to use as a training treat. Now, having said that, if I was taking him somewhere really hard, is your mouth bleeding? Did you lose a puppy tooth? I don't want you to look. You did lose a puppy tooth. Oh, yes. So, having said that, if I'm taking him somewhere really hard to practice, let's say we're going to Home Depot and it's his first time practicing in a place that's new. Maybe I'm going to hang out at a Bernese Mountain Dog meetup and I want him to be able to do obedience with a bunch of other dogs who are loose. You have dog food stuck to your belly. Then I would bring higher value treats like salmon treats or something to that nature. Okay. So I invite him to be silly and then I bring him back down. What you're gonna find, yes, is it becomes harder and harder to get your dog to the point of biting. Now, we also have to think of what is a breed's needs. So if I have a puppy who's losing teeth, if I have a puppy who's teething or doing that sort of thing, then I will make sure that I'm giving that puppy an hour of chew time a day in a crate. So that not only teaches them how to self-soothe, how to relax in a crate, but it also helps them learn things like, sorry, I lost my train of thought because I noticed he's being itchy tonight. So it also helps with any teething or those kind of issues. So I would strongly encourage you to give your dog an hour of chew time a day. This dog here is pretty lazy. I would say 2 miles a day is perfect for him. And it's kind of a bonus if you could do 2 to 3 days off leash somewhere. Other dogs, like some of my previous client dogs, they might be closer to 7-mile walks per day. But you have to kind of figure out what their baseline is. Yes, for Exeter, he's offering me eye contact. What their baseline is and make sure you're meeting their core needs before you expect them to have really good impulse control on things. Yes, and he's trying to chin down. Before you expect them to have really good manners. Another core thing that you need to work on. Okay. Sit. Yes. Is teaching them, everybody says, cross your arms and turn your back. Yes. Sit. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Okay. But that really only works if your dog's been taught what crossing your arms means. Yes. Yes. Sit or down is fine. For impulse control exercises, down is actually the bonus step. Yes. So we're going to do several reps of that, and you're going to see how he gets sharper and sharper as we progress. Okay. There you go, goofball. Good. Okay. Yes. your dog comes charging across the room and goes to slam into you, you can go like this, and that's gonna give them an extra buffer of understanding.